Greetings, fair viewers. I am the Sword Eater, and I bring you more Fire Emblem the Blazing Sword. So, let's get on with the story. Lynn and her friends have been branded as traitors, pretenders to the throne. Death to the pretenders. Sorry. It's a bit of Hearthstone quote melting in. Lundgren has sent word to Galen's neighbors, warning them of Lynn's approach. He calls for reinforcements to put an end to the imposters. If the other realms of Lycia choose to act, Lynn will never reach Galen alive. Lynn places her faith in Elliowood and waits. Death to the pretenders. Chapter 9, A Grim Reunion. Da, 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 da. I've received word from Galen's neighbors. Laos, Tuscana, Cathalet, Tania, and Santaruz. They will not interfere in Galen's affairs. This they have promised. Elliowood, I don't know how to thank you. All I've done is convince them to remain neutral in this dispute. However, this means I cannot aid you in any way either. Will you be alright? I will win. I have to. It's the only way that I can help my grandfather. I understand. Although I cannot help you directly, as a friend I pray for your success. Thank you. I won't waste the opportunity you've given me. Alright everyone, let's get going. This weather is turning foul. Looks like a fog is rolling in. This is no good. If the fog thickens, we'll be blind in battle. It will be difficult to fight what we cannot see. We can't let it delay us, though. Let us press on. We must get closer to the castle. What's the best route? Let me think. The best path is to the south. However, that runs through General Eagler's estate. It looks like we'll still have one final obstacle to pass. Well, Chris? Huh? It sounds like we should try to move as a group. Really? What a great thought there, Lynn. I mean, it's no wonder I'm the strategist and you're... you. If we can't see what's around us, we're better off working together. Let's concentrate on the estate. Right. I did do the... Yes, I did do the battle preparations off screen. I gave Matthew the angel... My brain just stopped. The angelic robe. I knew it was angel something. My brain completely stopped there. I gave him the angelic robe because he had 18 hit points and he was just incredibly squishy, and it's nice to not have a mage that dies in 1 second. Chris, put me in the lead, please. Oh, good thing I gave you the angelic robe. Surely you know that we, thieves, if you must, can see through fog. Follow me, everyone. So you've come. Ah! You're Lord Wallace. Kent, who is this? He used to be the commander of the Knight of Galen. Aren't you supposed to be retired? I heard you were sowing fields now. I am, and I was. Then I received the orders from Lord Lundgren. I was told to capture an imposter and a pair of rogue knights. Lord Wallace, surely you don't believe us to be oathbreakers, do you? Bring me the girl that claims to be Lady Madeline's child. What are your intentions? If I don't like what I'll see, I will take her. We will prevent you. You? Prevent me? You must be... Enough! I'm right here. I am Lindis. I'll understand if you don't believe me. I started her out with Wallace's voice there for some reason. But I've had enough of you and your foolish posturing. Such beautiful eyes. Pardon? I've been a knight for 30 years. There's one thing I learned. A person with eyes as bright and true as yours is no deceiver. Ha 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 ha! Ah, yes, I like you, girl. Why, I believe I'll even join your little band of mercenaries. Are you serious? This old bull's pledged his loyalty to Galen. I would never allow an usurper to the throne. Let's march. I would say a usurper myself, not an usurper. Because I say usurper, not usurper. It's one of those weird English things. Terrible language. Lord Wallace, he hasn't changed at all. I like him. He's honest. That he is. He deserves our respect. Alright, so here's Wallace. A retired knight from Kalen, constantly testing himself. So, Wallace is a level 12 knight who joins you with some pretty decent bases. I say pretty decent. His bases are actually really fucking good. Great strength, great defense. Res is piss poor, but he's a knight. What do you expect? Good luck, surprisingly, considering knights typically don't have the best luck in the world. His growths are very standard for an armor knight. His hit points are a bit low, but otherwise, good strength, average skill, low speed, obviously, average luck, supremely good defense, and actually really good res. Growth-wise, anyway. The thing is with knights is that they are weak to magic, yes, but despite that being what they're despite that that fact, they do typically have good or even just better than average, like average to just straight up good resistance growths, and that's because their base resistance is usually non-existent, from being anywhere from like 0 to 2, depending on what level they join. And those bases will... shit. I thought he'd double them. I should have checked that, honestly, but meh. Those bases, the growth will not be able to get rid of the shite bases that they have, no matter how long the game goes on. So it's a bit hard. So they will always be weak to magic, regardless of how many good resistance level ups they get, unless they get it every time, which is unlikely. So anyway, Wallace, he comes with an axe and a knight's crest. That's because in Lin normal mode, where it basically holds your hand as a tutorial and forces you to do certain things, Wallace is promoted here. The game forces you to promote him here in normal mode. Like, if you try doing anything else, he's just like, what are you doing? Fucking use this on me and promote me. And that's why he has an axe, because generals can use axes. However, there's a certain reason I'm not going to do this. And that has to do with the end of Lin's story. See, the difference between Lin's story and either Eliwood's or Hector's story, depending on how you go, it splits, it cuts in a very, like, abrupt manner. Not quite abrupt, but in a manner that is very, I wish I hadn't done this, but derp. What am I trying to say here? Trying to say something. Anyway, Lin's story will, at a certain point, just flat out end. With no real continuation. It just ends, and then you pick up the on whichever story you go on next. There's no real connection to it, but it will. I just want to plug up this fort to keep reinforcements from coming in. There's no real continuation, in a sense. It just ends, and then you pick up the game later. But it still will... There are certain things that will still affect the rest of the game, like character levels, for instance, and other such things. One of the things, and the specific thing I'm going to talk about right now, is... not experience, is money. Any money you gain in Lin's story, and that's not just the gold you gain, both the gold you have and the value of all the items you have So I have 5,700 gold right now, but it also calculates the total value of all the items you have in Lynn's army. So at the So at the end of Lynn's story, it'll calculate all that up, come up with a number, and then it will, depending on how much you've saved up, there'll be something that'll happen. I'll explain that. That'll be something that happens in the main, whatever story you end up continuing on with, whether it's Hector's or Elliott's. And so I want to try to save as much as possible, and I'm pretty sure the number I want to get to is, I think it's 33,000 gold, which is a lot. So you do kind of have to do some pretty decent saving. But, so yeah, Florina's having a really hard time because this guy's on a peak, but she's also on a 4, so any damage she takes will be healed. She doesn't get the avoid bonuses from the 4, but because flyers don't get terrain bonuses. Chris, the fog's rolling in. We can't hit an enemy we can't see. Keep your eyes open, everyone. Right, so now this map turns into a Fog of War chapter suddenly. It's just nice to have these brigands not be an issue by constantly spawning. These guys, I probably should have plugged up this fort. In fact, I can change that by moving Florina and then dancing, or playing for her with 2, 3, 4. Right, with what's his name? Niles, with Niles. God, that took so long to pull out of my head. Hit point, strength, and speed. Wowzers! Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, she can do it where she is. Good. So, I'm just gonna leave Dorcas to mess with these guys back here. So anyway, if I'm able to save up 33,000 gold, items, and you know, including gold saved and items gained, I'll be rewarded later in the game. And so that Knight's Crest is worth 5,000 gold. It's a hefty chunk towards that 33k end goal. Kent level. Bum. Speed. That's okay. Dun. I mean, speed, I'll never complain about a speed level up, even if that is the only thing they get. It'd be nice if they got something else, but who am I to complain? I am no one. I am not a person to complain. I don't want to block Wallace. What the fuck do I care about blocking Wallace? Anyway, so the Knight's Crest is worth 5,000 gold. If I were to have Wallace use it, it would vanish. That money would not go anywhere. Him being promoted would not go towards my end, the end cash goal that I'm going for. So there's really no point in doing it if I want to get that full reward in the end. Oh, that's annoying. I can maybe pick up Niles. No, I can't, because he's fucking behind 2 people. Idiot. Whatever. I'll just have her use a vulnerary. Vulnerary. Haha! And then... So, also, some people wouldn't suggest this normally, because when Wallace next shows up in the main story, it's quite far ahead that he shows up, and you kind of want to have him be derp. You kind of want him to be promoted, because it's at such a late point in the game that having him unpromoted would be very dangerous for him. Not that you should... I mean, he's an Armor Knight. He's not that great, to be fair. Armor Knights aren't that great. But the thing is, in the chapter he joins later in the game, is an optional chapter. It's a split route, like, you know, the difference between Sekai and Ilia in FE6. Like, you can go one of 2 ways. It's only for a single map, but there is a I don't remember which chapters it is. Hold on a second. It is it is Pale Flower of Darkness, I believe. No, it's Four Fang Defense. Chapter 24 of Hector's story. So that would essentially be chapter 14, because Lynn's story ends at... It's a whole thing. Anyway, so you're fighting some pre-promotes at that point. Some, not that many, but it is at a point where he would come in and be nice to have promoted. However, because it is a optional chapter, there's no need, and I fully intend to take the chapter that he's not on. So I'm going to be taking like 24B as opposed to 24A. He joins in 24A. I'm going to be taking 24B. So, because the unit you get as opposed to Wallace is kind of better in, like, every way. I don't know why I care, because I'm probably still not going to use that unit. Oh, I'm an idiot. Whatever. But, yeah, so that's that. I should probably have given Wallace his axe over to Dorcas, because Dorcas is running a bit low. Kent, right. Kent, do me a solid and make a delivery for me. Right here. Okay, I'm doing thinking. So another thing I'm going to want to end up doing before Lynn's story ends is I'm going to want to... Fuck, I picked up the wrong thing like an idiot. Great, the Knight's Crest is totally useful right here. Arg. Well, whatever. I'll do it next turn then. That's annoying. He should be fine, though. I'll just have him swap over to a hand axe, so if he runs out, he's not being slowed down. Well, he doesn't get that slowed down by the hammer, but the hammer also doesn't have the best accuracy. It hardly hits more than the hand axe. Maybe it doesn't matter. Who cares? Anyway, I was talking about something, and it's no longer in me brain. I probably should address these fiends before me, but I don't think they're that great of a threat, to be honest. Sarah's a little out of position, but I can remedy that. Urk's also a bit out of position, but he won't kill anyone. He doesn't double anyone here, I don't think. He might double the Brigands. No, he'll double the fucking Archer, but that doesn't matter. So 9 damage, and then 12 damage. Yeah, 12 damage either way. So 9 and 12, minus a total of 4, is 17, which is just enough for him to survive. I don't like it. Maybe I'll put Will there instead. Will has better defense. Right, so put Sarah there. I'll put Will in front instead because he has better defense, and that's that. I honestly don't remember what I was talking about before. I know I was talking about something regarding the rest of the game. Oh, right. Another thing I'm going to want to do before the end of Lynn's story is I want to get Niles up to level 7. You see, and that's very hard. Well, it's not necessarily hard, but it is certainly annoying. Because Niles is a bard. Bards and dancers only get 10 experience every time you play them, which means I would have to dance for him a total of 70 times. That's a lot of times. Like, and considering he can only dance once a turn, that's 70 turns I would have to take doing that. That's a lot of time. So, I don't know if... So, there will be a time where I just have him spam playing for people off screen. And it'll probably be at the end of this chapter. So, I'll probably hit a save state right after I kill the boss, because the objective is just to seize the gate. I'll kill the boss, I'll hit a save state, I'll go and do the post-story thing, then I'll reload the save state, just spam playing with Niles, and then once I've gotten him to level, even just like 6.5, because the next chapter I can use him to dance a few times, I'll then go back and do the whole thing. So next part, when I start up, Niles will be like level 7 or something. So yeah, expect that. Here's your axe this time. I brought the right thing because I'm a smart person. Level 4 Niles got hit points, speed, luck, and defense. I did have a bit of a weird sound going on there. Please don't think anything of it. Oh man, Wallace almost one-shots this guy. Wallace is actually pretty decent. Kinda. I mean, he's a knight, so he's not that great. But, like, as far as knights go, he's not the worst. So I don't mind using him here. I mean, I don't really have a choice but to use him. He's force deployed. Because he joins after deployment. But yeah, he's decent, I guess. I don't know. Who cares? So I'm gonna move Matthew up here to get some vision. There's this guy. He's not threatening because he's a Myrmidon with an iron sword. Whee! I'm pretty sure he can't even double any of my units either. I mean, he can double Wallace. Good for you, buddy. You can double a fucking armor knight. Good for you. Good for you. I hope you feel so proud of yourself. You're doubling an armor knight. Good for you. A Myrmidon only just barely doubling an armor knight. That. Myrmidons should, like, quad armor knight, quadruple armor knights. Lance Reaver! Perhaps, but, I'm fairly, I don't know, Urk can one-round this guy. However, Lynn took some damage, so she needs to be healed. So, that's not full healing. Maybe I'll just Lance Reaver that guy, and he does 8 damage, and he doesn't double Urk because he's trash. Talking about the sword, Myrmidon. I kind of wish I had used... Oh, well, it doesn't matter anyway, because Urk can't one-round this guy, so fuck it. I'm just going to have Lynn use the Lance Reaver so she doesn't take damage unnecessarily. I do kind of wish that I had Matthew use his torch, because then I might have been able to see if there was anything else in range of this archer up here. I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure there isn't, because there's only 3 total rounds of reinforcements from all the forts, and there's going to be a soldier up here, because there's another brigand up in this... No, there's not. This was the original brigand that, so yeah, Florina can move off the fort, basically. Take and drop, fly over here. Can't see the boss yet. There will be a soldier up here, almost certainly, unless he's right here, about to go after Dorcas, which I don't particularly care about because he's a soldier and Dorcas is on a forest, so there's no real worry. Dorcas! Level up trash! Go on! Strength, skill, and luck. Yeah, pretty not great. It's not the worst. Skill and luck, but I mean, at least he got strength for once. I think that was literally his first ever strength level up, and he's leveled up like 5 times since I got him with a 60% strength growth. Great job, Dorcas. You're doing your job fucking amazingly. So even if there is a soldier up there, I don't need to worry about it. It's a soldier. They're not particularly threatening. I know I've said this before and have paid for it, like with last chapter where Lynn died to a couple of skill, luck, and resistance for Urk. Not bad. Magic could be nice, but meh. Well, this is great. So even if there is a soldier up there, he can't reach Urk. There's no way he can reach Urk. So it's all good in the hood. My fellow individuals. I don't know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So that's one... I'm readjusting myself. That's one thing to note. Speaking of reinforcements, this game doesn't have ambush spawns, unlike FE6. And you know how I felt if you watched my FE6 Let's Play... Excuse me, burp. Timely. You know how I feel about fucking ambush spawns. They're cancer. They're the worst. They suck. This game doesn't have them. Kind of. There's in like the second to last chapter, the penultimate chapter, there's a there's kind of something that may be considered ambush spawns, depending on how you look at it, and it's different, and that'll be something that I'll explain when that chapter happens, like 50 parts down the road. Hit point, strength, skill, and resistance. That's actually not a bad level up there. Will. Interesting. Will's trying to make me use him, but I won't because archers are terrible. They're terrible. I'm gonna hit you with a chair, Will. Yeah, that's right. Magic, skill, speed, and resistance. Holy moly. The skill was meh, but the resistance, the magic, and everything else was nice. And it's meh. Doodly-dee-doo. Doodly-doo. Pip, pip. Da doodly-doo. Is Kent injured? Kent is injured. Right, so I don't want to move Matthew there, which means Florina needs to get out of the way. Get out of the way, you silly... Yep, that's what I was worried about. So, I don't want Sarah taking damage if I can help it. Niles is damaged. Healing! I can still get experience for her. I'm so good at planning and such. Maybe I should... well, never mind. I was like, maybe I should have given Florina an Iron Lance so she could have actually killed this guy, but who cares? I really don't. I mean, that guy's trash. He's older. I don't need to worry. Anyway, he'll be easily swept up the next turn. Ooh, Dorcas? Why? What happened to you, Dorcas? Ooh, he's taking damage. Dorcas is taking damage. Let's not have that continue. Haha, you are dead. Kind of. Not really. Not yet. So, I think... Oh, no. The, I was gonna say, I think I want to get Urk down there because there's the boss is a knight or a general, but no, he is a person. A thing. Knight Commander of Kalen obeys Lundgren's orders. He's a paladin with a javelin and a hand axe, so you can only attack him from melee. Pew! And one reason I haven't ever used the short bow is also because, well, I mean, the short bow's bad, for one. Yeah, ooh, 10 crit. Ooh! But also, it is worth a ton. The short bow is worth a lot of money, so not using it is really good for that funds. Keeping them their funds. Bunk! Oh, he missed again. Dorcas could be in trouble. He could very well be in trouble. Perhaps I shall send Sane to aid him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right. Sane, go help the man. Go help that poor man. There's no more brigands, but if both of them were to hit him, he would surely perish. Bah! No more perishing, Dorcas. Doodly-dee, 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 doodly-dee. Sarah, heals. Ba 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 ba. Ba. Do 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 da 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 da. Nope, not person want to trade. Words. Javelin. Place in range of boss. Wallace. His words are thing. Wallace. Do jobs. Eagler. General Wallace. So you've sided with the girl too, have you?
I fight for Kalen's honor, not for Lundgren's lies.
Is that so? You are...
Enough. There's nothing more to be said. I name you traitors all. Come, do your worst. Fool. Bah! At the very least, let mine be the blow that finishes you.
Yes, he does have weapon triangle advantage. But who cares? He can hardly do any damage to Wallace, so it's not the end of the world. Again, should have given Florina a Iron Lance, but fortunately she one-rounded this guy. Yeah, so it's a good thing. It is a good thing that I had Cain and Abel, Sane come over here and help out Dorcas, because if the second guy had hit him, he would have died horribly and painfully. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-dee-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Heals. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Actually, having someone with a sword, so this guy will swap over to a javelin, would be nice. Kent, bait him. I suppose I can move everyone forward to help take the guy down. Will's not going to be of much use, though. Urk might, because he has lower res.
Kent, is that you?
General Eagler, we found Lady Lindis on the orders of the Marquis. We've worked so hard to return her safely to Kalen.
And yet you have no proof of the girl's identity. Is that not true?
Yes, but
then our talk is finished. Draw your weapon and come!
Ow! That's fine. Now, Wallace has a better chance at actually hitting him. Man, him being on a gate is not cool. Boink! Still missed. Great. Thanks, Wallace. You're... God damn it. Well, now I can move in Lynn next turn, and the guy will have an axe to use, which is nice. I suppose I can get Sane over there, too, to get more conversations going. Heals. Yeah, so at this point it's just basically boring trying to kill... Oh man, it's like FE6 all over again, trying to kill a boss on a fort. On a gate. Same thing. Close enough. He gets a void and defense, which is annoying. Actually, I think the gate has the same stats as a fort, yeah, in this game, as opposed to FE6 where it gave 30 void. I mean, 20 void is bad enough, but 30? I mean, come on! So yeah, this will be a kill. Rip! Bring forth the impostor who calls herself Lindis. She shall not pass beyond this place. I am Lindis. I'm no pretender. I'd ask you to believe me, but your heart and mind seem set.
Enough talk. Draw your sword.
Bink! How's that for sword drawing? Okay, I'll draw my sword. How do I draw the manly cutty? I'm not good with drawing.
Go quickly. The Marquis, he knows nothing of this. His life is... There's no illness, only poison. Please, for the Marquis, for all of Kalen. Blah.
I mean, you obviously care about the Marquis. Why couldn't you have just not sided with Lundgren? Seriously. Hit points, skill, and speed. Thanks there, Lynn, for that incredible level up. So here's where I hit that there save state button. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. So now my save state will start in at mid-play. That's nice. Well, I can actually do it now, so... Brah, seize. Dun, 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 dun. What kind of man was General Eagler? When Sane and I first became knights, he was our captain, our teacher. I think he must have known we were telling the truth. Why did he force the fight? Something must have Lord Lundgren was exerting some hold on him. Igor was trying to protect someone, a friend perhaps, or family. Well, I suppose Lundgren does seem the type to blackmail family. May Lundgren never know the peaceful embrace of Mother Earth. I care not what others do. I will stop that man. Chris, the final battle is approaching. Yep. I know that better than you do. Well, no, it's not the final battle. Not even. Well, I mean, it's. Well, never mind. It is for Lundgren, that's for sure. How are you feeling today, my dear brother?
Lundgren, you fiend.
Your granddaughter is dead by now, and soon you will join her.
Lintus, why did this happen? I only wanted to see her once.
Have you lost all hope? Has your life lost all meaning?
Then hurry up and die, you miserable old dotard. You and your precious granddaughter are in my way. I curse your name. I despise you, my worthless wretch of a brother.
Serious familial issues with that one.
So, in the next chapter, we will see the end of Lynn's story. Will Lundgren die by the hands of Lynn and her comrades, or will he succeed in killing, the dude, his brother? That's the brother. Will he kill his brother, or will Lynn defeat him? Tune in next time to see in the next part of Fire Emblem.